I like just powdered and I still look, I think it's this lighting and the webcam too. Not really accustomed to lighting for this webcam. So let me just go ahead and fix that up a little bit. And ignore my concealer. I had a very rough concealer day, and let's just say that new e.l.f. concealer is just like trash. It's like the e.l.f. hydrating camo concealer. It's just garbage. So that's why this is looking a bit rough. And also I put it like here and down here, so most of the face is looking rough. Thank you, Erin. I am wearing the blood sugar palette on my eyes, and then we'll do a little bit of a sidebar because I did pick up a couple of new products. These are from e.l.f. and these are, so far, I've only tried them each about once. They're supposed to be like dupes for the Steelas. So these are little, they're really tiny, but they're kind of really cute. They are little glitters. So I got like a silver, I got two silvery kind of ones. They look like the same shade, to be honest, but they're labeled two different things. A rose gold and then a gold. So I'm still testing these out because I still want to do that whole video about like dupes for Stila glitters. Because honestly, the Maybelline ones that I have, or the CoverGirl, one of those, but they're really awesome. And so I picked these up, that way I have like two different brands to kind of compare for that video. Oh, I'm glad I was able to help you out, Erin. Honestly, yeah, no one try that concealer, especially if you have dry skin. Like, whew. All right, so the reason this is a live stream and not like an actual like video is because this was a long week. This was a very long, rough week for like work. Wednesday, my boss flew in. I had this big meeting I had to go to. I was literally at my job from 7 a.m. until like 10 p.m. But that included a dinner that we all went to together. So it was just a long week and it felt like forever. And I wanted to do my next Empties video because it actually got to the point where I could not close the drawer in my Empties drawer. Yeah, and so that's when you know, like, you gotta empty it out. So I literally have two full bags. So this is the first bag here. And then we've got this second bag totally filled, like to the brim. So I didn't have time before today to film the whole video because honestly, this is probably gonna take me like an hour to go through all the products. So I want to just go through everything in here. It's a big mixture. It is a lot of makeup. So I'm excited about that because I've been finishing up a lot of foundations. I've been finishing up a lot of like skincare and powder. So we got a good mixture here. And I think I'm just going to go like hodgepodge, pick and like review as I go because in order for me to organize this, there's just too much. I'd have to like dump it out and like try to pick through it. So we're just going to pick out lottery style and go through and have a nice relaxing evening because also I'm live streaming because I do have tomorrow as a holiday. Thankfully, I'm off for MLK Day tomorrow, so I get to not stay up late. I don't stay up late. Staying up late for me is like 9 o'clock, maybe 10 o'clock. So after this, I'm gonna probably get into bed with a nice book. But I wanted to get this video and do a live stream because it's been a while since I've done a live stream. So we have got the Eerie Fairy. Hello, Erin, of course. I feel like Erin is always in my live streams. I love having you here. So I'm going to pull out first. I see a couple of things from The Ordinary, and they all look kind of the same. So I'm just going to pull those bottles out first. So let's see, what do I have here? These two are the same, and then one. Okay. So I've talked about this before. I have two empty bottles of the caffeine solution, 5% plus EGCG. I love this serum. It's just the perfect, like, under eye, maybe up here eye serum. It depuffs, but doesn't feel heavy. Like, it is an actual light serum. And I was, like, struggling trying to find something that would help me with my fine lines and help with my like eyes for a little bit, but wouldn't feel like I'm putting on like a really, really heavy eye cream. Because I mean, I've got fine lines, but I don't feel like I'm at the point where I need to wear like a really heavy eye cream. And this just seemed like the perfect like in between. And like I've got two empties here. Before this, I had one more that I finished, and I've got one more open in my bathroom right now. So I really like this. I would 100% recommend it. It's around $8 a bottle. And just make sure you don't get it in your eye. Like you can use it around your eye. I use it down here and then like a little bit up here. But if you get it in your eye, like it will sting and it will not be fun. Don't do that. Use it around the eye. So those are two empties from The Ordinary, and the last Ordinary product I have is the 100% organic cold pressed rose hip seed oil. I can't even count the amount of times I've gone through this. I love using this at night to mix in with my moisturizer before I put on. I don't have like really bad acne, but whenever I did break out, I would have a lot of like scarring and like redness left over, and this really helped reduce that. I use it nightly, just like half a dropper full, mix it in with my moisturizer, apply it on, and it's just the best. And like I said, I can't count the amount of times I've gone through this bottle. I've got another one downstairs. I've got a whole drawer over here packed with other Ordinary products so I don't like run out. So let's see, I see little Miss Nat is here. Hello. And thank you for hitting the like button. Let's see, what should I pick out next? I got a foundation in here. And here. Well, let's talk about something I hated. So this was actually gifted to me through Influencer, and this is an EOS lip balm. Yikes. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll have seen that this broke me out really bad. I had, like normally, like around that time of the month, I would break out a little bit like down here on my chin, maybe a little bit up here, but normally like my skin's been doing pretty well. I used this and I had like it was like clearly around my mouth. I had breakouts down here, around here, up here, and it looked so it was just too much and it was really weird. And unfortunately, I like cut out all the lip products I was using and then slowly started bringing them back in and I realized it was this thing. So thankfully most of the like bumps and everything have gone away since I stopped using this. But man, can I not recommend this? Not at all. It's really fragranced. It felt really hard and waxy, and it really broke me out. Just, it's a yikes all around. Yikes. Let's see. I have another product that I got through Influencer. So this was gifted to me, and this is from Eva NYC. And this is the Main Magic 10-in-1 Styling Mousse. I know this is a small product. Like, how many? It's 1 fluid ounce. So, like, I knew it wasn't going to last a long time, but I thought I would get a couple more uses out of this than I did, which I kind of wish I had more time to, like, experiment with it and thoroughly test it out. I did use the whole thing up, but what I found was that using it on a wash day when my hair was soaking wet, it wasn't enough hold, and it didn't last that long on, like, my thick hair. But when I used this to refresh, so like today I refreshed a little bit. I didn't use that product, but what I would use it for is if I like wet down here and go in and like just finger twirl down here, then it worked pretty well for that. But I just wish I had more product to kind of experiment with, and just the 1 fluid ounce with how thick my hair is, it just wasn't enough. Let's see, check on the chat. Oh, Amy is here. Hello, Amy. Amy just left Potblux's live stream to come here. Oh my god, thank you. Oh, I really appreciate that. This is our little cozy live stream. I love how cozy my room is. Especially, like, these are just supposed to be Christmas lights, and I just left them up. They're just, like, the cutest things ever. I can't get enough of them. Let's see. I got 2 powders here. And another foundation. So let's do here. We'll do the 2 foundations first. Oh yeah, and guys, like, get comfy and like settle in because we've got this bag that I'm going through right now, but then we also have a whole bag. So we might be here for a bit. Let's see. Aaron asked, "What's your drink?" Well, right now it's just is it Pepsi or is it? I think it's Pepsi. So it's Pepsi, and once I get down a little bit, I'm gonna mix in a little bit of what is this? Gentleman Jack. Once we get a little bit further down in the Pepsi. So foundations. Now we've got more foundations in the other bag, but in this one, I have this NARS foundation, and this is the Natural Radiant Long Wear Foundation. I feel like it took me a long time to finally use this up, but it was really good. It reminds me a lot now that I think about it. It reminds me a lot of the new ABH foundation. So they're pretty similar. But when I first bought this, oh my god, it must have been like I think it was 2017. But when I bought this used to be a good shade match for me. Do you see how dark that is? um and I just got paler and paler. I think the thing is I haven't gone on like an outdoor vacation because I tan at the drop of a hat when I go outside, but I haven't gone to like the beach or like outside for a long time, like in years. So I used to tan like every summer and I would get pretty dark. And this was my normal shade, but it wasn't. This is the shade Punjab. So it, I think I put this away in my collection because it wasn't matching me. I did have to use a white mixer constantly with this, but it's a good formula. I really like this. Like I said, it really reminds me of the ABH formula. So if you have the ABH foundation, I don't think you need this one, but if you're torn between the two, they're fairly similar. Trying to think which one would I recommend more. I think the ABH one is cheaper. I think this one was 40 something and the ABH is 30 something. Oh, correct me if I'm wrong. But whatever one was cheaper, I would go with that one because honestly, they're fairly similar. Let's see. Thank you, Roxanne. She said, "Hi, Monica. You're the best." Amy hasn't tried either foundations. You could definitely get like samples of them if you like a nice medium coverage, luminous foundation. They're both very luminous and they're both medium coverage. Not to say you can't build them up, but they're not ones I would reach for if I'm trying to go for like a full coverage look. There's another one of these somewhere in the bag, so we'll get to it. But this is the AOA Studio A Plus Buildable Satin Foundation, and boy, is this incredible. Honestly, it's a small amount of product. How much is it? 0.64 ounces. So it is smaller, 0.64 ounces for only $2. And it's just, it is like what it says. It's satin. It is a medium coverage, solid medium coverage, and I love mixing this with other foundations. This shade is 302 Fair Ivory, and I think this was my closest shade match. I think the other one I have is 303. So 302 was definitely better for me and my skin tone because I have a really warm undertone, if you don't know. So this one worked better for me, and it's just, it's amazing. I already bought 4 more. So I think I bought 2 more of a lighter shade and then 2 more of 302 just because it's so affordable. And also, if you're interested in AOA Studio, they don't sponsor my videos, but I do have an affiliate link if you guys are interested. It's in the description box of all of my videos with a very, very clear description of what the affiliate link is. Let's see. Oh, the Eerie Fairy, thank you so much. That's actually like my first super chat. So thank you, hearts. That was so sweet of you. Thank you. Melanie said NARS is 75 AUD and ABH is 71. Yikes. I hear so often about how tough it is to not only just get like accessibility to like these makeup brands in Australia, but also how the pricing is so different. And I have to take a step back and realize how privileged I am to be here in the States and like just have the accessibility that I have. So I think about that whenever I want to complain too much about other brands, like indie brands and stuff. I need to be like, no, stop it. You've got it pretty good. Let's see. Amy said, awesome. I've never ordered from AOA, but I want a really pretty blush. They do have decent blushes. Let me see, I've placed a bunch of other AOA orders, but I will say, whenever they release a new product, the shipping can get kind of long, so their shipping might take a little bit, but overall, they've been pretty good. And like whenever I get a shattered product, because their highlighters and their face powders are really fragile, so sometimes they like shatter fairly easily. But whenever I reach out, they send me a new one like really quickly, and you don't have to send anything back. So that's really, really nice of them. Amy said, I'm still working towards monetization. Congrats on yours. Thank you, Amy. I wish you luck too. It took me over a year, I think, to get monetized on YouTube. It takes a lot. And Day is here. Day explains it all. Hello. Oh, we got to keep going. We're going to be here all night. with these empties. Okay, I have 2 face powders here, and this one I actually have a bit of a story with. This is from Too Faced. This is the Born This Way Ethereal Setting Powder, and this is just in the shade Translucent, so the lightest translucent shade. I first got this, I want to say over a year ago, back when I was definitely darker than I am now. This used to leave such a terrible white cast on me. Like, when I used to wear this under my eyes, I would be able to, after I wiped it away, see the line of where I had baked. And whenever I used this on my nose or on my chin, it looked really bad. So I put it into my foundation collection or into the drawer, and I left it there for a few months, and I just like left it there. And only recently, like a few weeks ago, did I pull it back out, and I'm like, I don't remember liking this, but I'm gonna try it again. So now, apparently, I was pale enough that it worked beautifully. It made my under eyes look so smooth, and I didn't see any line of demarcation. I tried this with different foundations, different concealers, and I never had that same effect. And I think it's just because I'm pale as hell now. And I think that's the thing. Like, the Born This Way, this translucent shade only works for like very, 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 very light skin tones. That's what I got from my experience with this. I think they have a couple of different shades of this, but also Too Faced is yeah. So, not really going to go ahead and recommend this. What I will recommend is the next powder from Maybelline. So, this is the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder, and this is actually in the shade 10, which is too dark for me now. So, I was using this to set like my face, like on the perimeters, more kind of like a light bronzer and less like an under eye powder. The shade that matches me now is 5. So, 5 is what I use under my eyes. This is such a good powder. I did a video a long time ago about like my best affordable loose powders, and I'm pretty sure this won the top spot because it's affordable. It has an incredible shade range, and I love, okay, just something small, I love the packaging. So it's a square, it's pretty compact. You twist it, and then you've got the circle in here. So this is so much neater than a lot of other powders. So you would just like tap it into here, use it here, tap it back, and it wouldn't get it nearly as messy. And you could get everything out through the little sifter. You could close it. Just little things about packaging that just, they're just great. But I love this powder. It's got a great shade range. It's affordable. I would highly recommend this over any other loose powder except maybe the AOA Studio one, because that loose powder is great. But that doesn't come with as much product. I kind of wish I could buy a jumbo size of the AOA Studio powder because it's so teeny tiny and cute, but this has a good amount of powder. It took me a few months to work through one of these, and that's daily. I wear makeup most 7 days a week. Maybe Sundays I'll take a day off, but most of the time I'm wearing makeup because I like it and I like having fun. Oh, it's so cute seeing everyone being so supportive to everyone in the chat. I love it. Hearts to everyone. Let me get the rest of this out of here. Ooh, Amy said she has a Fit Me pressed powder. I've never tried the pressed powder. I have a whole bunch of other pressed powders that I love, but I've never tried the Fit Me one. I gotta pick that up at some point. Oh, Day agrees. Fit Me Loose is amazing. Oh, it's seriously like one of the best ever. I'm gonna try to do a little cleanup here. Should have planned this out a little bit better. And there we go. The Eerie Fairy said I have enough loose powder to last me years. I used to feel that way. I've actually been so good about not buying any more loose powder and using up what I have. Because aside from the Open AOA Studio Pressed powder, I think I have one more Maybelline Fit Me, and then I think that's it. I might actually need to go out and buy loose powder soon. And we have little Betsy, hello, joining us. Let me organize what I have left in this bag. So we've got a lot of minis in this one. Okay, first, well, this one's pretty easy to go through, so let's just go through this real quickly. This is from First Aid Beauty, and this is the Pure Skin Face Cleanser. I'm pretty sure this came as a, what is it? One of those. Use your words, Monica. Sephora rewards. So like a box with all the minis in it that you would get for like 500 Sephora points. I had way too many Sephora points. Speaking of, I got lucky a couple of weeks ago, and I was able to turn in a lot of my Sephora points for like those gift cards, the Rouge gift cards. So I got 3 of them. And I'm glad I did, because whenever I tried to get the Rouge gift card before, it just like it would say sold out, which how do you sell out of a gift card? Like, come on. But I got lucky, so I got 3 $25 gift cards, which was awesome. I think you can only use 1 per transaction, so I used my first 2 on 2 different orders, and I'm saving the last one because I'm really debating whether I want to get that Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk eyeshadow palette. I know I don't need it, but it's so cute. I don't know why. It's like the most basic palette ever, but it's cute. And if I had the gift card, I wouldn't be spending that much money. That's what I'm thinking. That's just in my mind, in the back of my mind. That's why I was so glad I was able to get those gift cards, because every other time I tried, I just oh, excuse me. It would say sold out, which is kind of silly. Amy says you want that palette too. Yeah, it's so cute. I don't know why. Also, like, I have the shades. Why? Yeah, Charlotte Tilbury is so expensive. Just like, The Eerie Fairy said, I kind of want the Ola Chola palette, similar in color story, I think. Yeah, they are pretty similar. Honestly, I think the only reason why I want it is because I love how cute the little trios are, where it's like day, desk, date, dream, like that. Just, I thought that was really cute, which is stupid because when would I use like trios? Like, I don't reach for trios, but I just thought it was so well laid out and put together. And it's just like, oh, my tiny little like makeup voice, like the little devil on my shoulder is like, oh, but it's so cute. You should want it. I love well organized things. They're so just aesthetically pleasing. I love them. So back to this first aid cleanser. So the reason this is here, it's mostly like full, but I'm pretty sure this expired. It smells really bad, and I brought this actually on my trip, or I was going to bring it on my trip, I think back in October. Oh, yeah, this smells terrible. So I'm pretty sure it expired. So I had this not for that long. So yeah, I think I had the other products too, but now I'm like double checking everything that I have in my skincare, like a little mini drawer, because I don't know what's expired versus what isn't. So I don't really have a review of this other than it expires really fast. I think the Naked 3 is the pinky toned one. I used to have it, but I think I gave it to my grandma. My grandma's been using it. So I think it's downstairs. Amy said, I like that there aren't any orange shades in it. Most neutral palettes are a no-go for me because I look awful in orange. It's definitely more of like a pink toned palette, or like a peachy pink kind of palette. Oh, Roxanne. Roxanne said, I'm not a YouTuber, but so much love for all of you supporting each other. This is holding each other up, embracing and not bringing down. That's what I love so much about like smaller YouTuber. The little YouTube community that we have like here is just so sweet and supportive, and I love it. And it's so much different than like the big beauty YouTubers, not to throw any shade, but the shade's already there. But it's, yeah, that's why I love this. That's why I love making friends here. Because we all have this weird little makeup goblin inside of us that just likes pretty colors. All right, oh, I forgot a loose powder. Let's move on to the Juvia's Place loose powder. I hated this. Yeah, I've had no luck whatsoever with any Juvia's Place base products. I've had a horrible experience with their foundation. Their concealer looked really bad under my eyes. I could use it as an eye primer, but yeah. And this loose powder, I had the same experience with this loose powder that I had with the Born This Way when I first had it. I had a horrible white cast, and for me to have a white cast, I am yellow Casper. I am pale. For something to have a white cast on me, whoa. And this is the shade White Sands. I don't know if this is the lightest shade or not, but whoa. And it gave me texture. I would use it under my eyes, on my nose, down here, and I would use it to clean up kind of my contour down here. I mean, I finished it up just like out of spite, I think, but like, I wasn't a fan. But even so, I did finish it up, so now I can actually like say, duh, I didn't like it. But yeah, there's so many other better affordable choices for powder that I'm not really that put out. Let's see. Oh, Katie is here. Hi, Katie. All right, let's see. What do I have next? These are all face masks. We have a concealer. This concealer, let's talk about this. This was like just okay. This is the Born This Way concealer, and this is in the shade Snow. So this was actually way too light for me. This is like the mini that you can buy in like the checkout line at Sephora, and it was just like, okay. I didn't really like it that much under my eyes. I had to mix it because it was too light for me. So basically, I just used this to lighten other concealers. Definitely not worth the price. It's just like, meh. Amy said, I really wish Flower Beauty would add some color to their matte powder. It's so good, but I hate the white cast on me. I haven't tried much from Flower Beauty. I need to go and try a couple of more things. I think I heard a rumor that they were getting pulled out of Ulta, but I have no idea. So I haven't tried much from them. I need to try out a few more things. Next, I have another, I'm pretty sure I've got another one in here. Oh, yes, there's two. Because I am pale. So this is a white mixer from LA Girl. Technically, it's just their HD Longwear Illuminating Foundation in the shade white. So, yeah. I literally go through, like, I go through these like hotcakes. This is even me trying my best to match my foundation. I'm just pale. So, they're really affordable. I always pick them up at CVS. And it's like 1 or 2 pumps to my foundation, mixes it, lightens it a bit more, and I just need to have this at all times. Otherwise, my foundation looks bananas. We're almost done with the first bag, and that bag wasn't even full, and we've been here almost half an hour. Amy said, they're not in my Ulta, but they're in some Walmarts. See, okay, the thing is, there are no good Walmarts near me, which kind of makes me sad. All the Walmarts near me are like really disorganized, and they never have anything stocked, and they never have makeup. Like the makeup is just like trash. So I really wish we had a nice Walmart. Day said their blush pots are wonderful. I think they're getting pulled out of all retailers. Yikes. That's yikes. All right, so I've got 3 little mini face masks here, all from Peter Thomas Roth. And I really liked one of them. So I liked this one. This is the pumpkin enzyme mask. I thought this was so cool. It smells like pumpkin pie. And it just, I don't know what it was supposed to do. Resurface. I mean, my face felt nice and smooth afterwards, but it wasn't like the be all end all of face masks. I think all their masks are a bit expensive. I got gifted like a big sample set of like 8 of these little ones. So I think out of all of them, if I was going to get one, it would be this pumpkin one because I like this one. These two just aren't mask types that I like. This one, can I even read this? Jesus. This is the cucumber gel mask, and then this is the rose stem cell mask. These feel, you know when you put a sheet mask on and you've got like that kind of slimy texture to it? That's what these feel like. When I use a face mask like that, I mean, if I'm putting a face mask on to wash off, I kind of want it to be more, I don't know, a different texture, like gritty that dries down. These never dry down. You just put them on, you leave them on for a few minutes, and I don't think are you supposed to wash them off? Yeah, rinse. So just to completely wash them off. These feel like you're supposed to leave them on, but you're not supposed to. So I didn't really like these. I used them up, but I wouldn't reach for them. Let's see. The Theory Fairy said that would just make me hungry. I did actually like feel a bit hungry because I think I used that right after like Thanksgiving. So yeah, don't use if you're hungry. Amy's heard great things about the pumpkin. I think that's the most famous mask, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's the pumpkin one that like everyone talks about. And Katie got that set too. She made her boyfriend try the pumpkin one. How did he like it? My boyfriend doesn't do like any skincare. I don't know why. Like, it amazes me that his face is not melted off of his face, to be honest. All right, let's see. One more mini. I got a primer. I think this was a Sephora Point perk. This is from Stellar. Ooh, it's got the name Monica written on here. Monica Deol, Deol. I'll have to look that up later. This is the Brilliant Primer, and I have no idea how much like the actual like full price cost, but this was just like an okay primer. It was a glowy primer, but that didn't sink into the skin. It like sits on top of my skin, and it felt kind of odd. Wasn't a huge fan, but I went through the whole little sample of it. I think this would probably work better as like a cream or a liquid highlighter and less like a primer. Katie said, I force him to. He acts like he hates it, but I think he secretly enjoys it. That's adorable. I love it. Amy said, I put my husband on skincare when we were dating. It's really improved his skin. Way to go. I try to get my boyfriend to do skincare things, but then he'll still take like really, really heavily scented hand creams and rub them all over his face. And I just like scream. Like I said, I don't know how his face isn't like on fire constantly. All right, a setting spray. This is actually one I really liked. This is from Catrice. This is the Prime and Fine Dewy Glow Fixing Spray. I got turned on to this because of Taylor Wynn, of course. I love Taylor Wynn so much. She's like my favorite YouTube channel. But she used this and she said how much she loved it. And when I first went to get this, I actually bought I bought the wrong kind. It wasn't the Dewy Glow. And that one was just okay. The Dewy Glow is actually really nice and it is very dewy. You can definitely overdo the glow on this. So you need to only spray like once or twice. Don't go in with a full face or you'll look like a disco ball. Make sure you only spray once or twice, but it's really nice and it just makes you glowy all day long. Awesome. Let's see. Next, we have a shampoo that I hated. This is a little mini. This mini was like $11, so but it's a mini. And this is from Briogeo, and this is the Scalp Revival Charcoal and Coconut Oil Micro Exfoliating Shampoo. That is a long name. I didn't even finish this because it did so bad things to my scalp. So let's start from the beginning. I've been looking for shampoos that will exfoliate and cleanse my scalp because I do suffer from like really bad dry scalp. And sidebar, I've been looking into scalp oils. I actually just purchased a scalp oil and I'm trying that out for the first time. But I'm still hunting for a shampoo that works as well for me as the Diva Curl one because the Diva Curl one is expensive. But this one, oh my god, it felt okay in the shower. Like after I was done scrubbing it through. One thing is that it was actually really hard to get this onto my scalp because my hair is so thick. So just trying to work this onto my actual scalp took a lot of work. It felt okay, but then the minute I rinsed this out, my hair felt like straw. And my scalp didn't feel any better. Like as soon as my hair was dry, like later that day, scalp immediately itching and immediately like flaking. which is worse than it used to be. So I have no idea what's in this or what did it. Like I immediately just tossed it to the side. I was like, oh, it did not. Oof, it did not work. And I really don't recommend this unless you have like the oiliest of oily scalps, because this is just gonna dry the heck out of your scalp. And I'm glad I got the mini and not the full size, but still, like, I've been using that scalp oil. I used it for the first time a couple days ago, and it's actually been working pretty good. My scalp hasn't been nearly as like flaky or itchy. Yeah, Amy, that was my exact reaction. I saw him do that for the first time, and I was like, what is wrong with you? The Eerie Fairy said, don't overdo the dew. Sounds like a Mountain Dew commercial. Roxanne says, I use the Dewy Glow on my sponge when putting on concealer. That's a good tip. Lil Betsy got a shower filter. Yeah, I've been seeing that. I don't think we have hard water. I think it's mainly because of the products that I was using, because I was using products that would have more buildup than other products should. I actually just found a gel that I love that leaves no buildup, and I'm like, I'm in love with it. And so I'm going to finish using it. I want to use at least half the bottle before, just to see how it works long term, but I've been loving that gel so far, and it's been so much better for like the buildup on my scalp and everything. Where can I find that spray? I found it at Ulta, the Catrice section at Ulta, but it was like really, like, Taylor Wynn did hype it up. So for a long time, it was totally sold out. I think you can find it now though. So Ulta website or in the Ulta. Oh my God, he did not put coconut oil on his face. I feel gross just reading that. Oh my God. All right, back to the empties. I have my favorite like retinol cream for nighttime, and this is from CeraVe. This is the Skin Renewing Cream Serum. I've gone through a couple of these so far. This is what I this is what I did use to dupe out for the Sunday Riley serum I used to love, the Luna Sleeping Oil, which I can't believe I spent money on Sunday Riley. That's so expensive. But this works just as well. My skin loves it. I love it. This is like my third one, I think. But yeah, I love that. And last but not least, for this first bag, I have this thing from Lancome. It's a thing. I'm pretty sure this was like a sample kit that like my grandma gave me. And this is the Benefit Multivital Night High Potency Night Moisturizing Cream. I think you're only supposed to use this under your eyes. No, use it all over your face. Okay, so I did use it. I did use it correctly. I used it all over my face, but it was very thick. It felt like, not to be mean, it felt like an old lady night cream, you know, where it's like just extra thick and it smells like an old lady night cream, extra fragranced. So I wasn't a huge fan. I got use out of the sample though. I don't think I would ever go out of my way to use anything Lancome though. All right, so guys, we gotta dig into this bag. I need to like schedule my empties, and maybe every other month, every 5th week. I don't know, because I'm horrible at like waiting until the drawer is full before actually going in and emptying it out. Well, the things in here, the bottles are a lot bigger, so it shouldn't be as many products. I say that, but then it took me how long to go through the rest of those? Okay, these 3 go together. I should have organized this ahead of time. Okay, so just to get out of the way, I have the other AOA Studio foundation in here. This is the shade 303. We already talked about it, so that's just going to go that way. Speaking of heavy heavy like hand cream, This is from Bath and Body Works, and this is the aromatherapy tea tree, eucalyptus tea hand cream. And this is what my boyfriend took and rubbed all over his face. I don't understand. I think like I actually like short circuited when I saw him do that. Shocked. But I love these hand creams. I love keeping one of these at work. And I actually do cut them open and get everything out because they're $16 each, which is pretty pricey. I never buy them at the full price. Make sure you have those coupons. Make sure you go in when they're on sale. But I do make little minis like this so people will walk up to me at my desk at work and they'll be like, I didn't know they sell them in a mini size. I'm like, it's not. I just cut it. That's the best way to get like literally every bit of product out of here. I love the smell. I love this hand cream, and I will continue to buy them on sale. Don't spend the 16 for these because they're I honestly think they're worth it, but like they're always on sale. Like you don't spend extra money if you don't have to. Do I have any more of those lotions? I think that's the only one. Kaylee Wesley is here. Hi, Kaylee. Speaking of, I have the face wash you sent me because I finished that up. I actually really liked this face wash because I think Glam Glow made Kaylee break out. So she sent me this. We did like a little exchange. I liked it. It actually, like, I was shocked. I was kind of expecting my skin to have a reaction to it, but my skin liked it. I don't know if I would go out of my way to purchase something that's so much more expensive than my normal face wash, but it was really nice. I liked it and I love the packaging. It's so cute. Let's see. Oh, I lost. Day just put men. Yeah. Tell me about it. Shocked. Kaylee said, I'm so happy that you love it. I'm allergic to it. Yeah, I'm so sad. Yeah, thank you for sending it to me. I'm shocked that I liked it as much as I did. Amy has the face wash but hasn't tried it yet. Definitely try it and let me know what you think because I've got combination skin, mainly dry, especially now that it's winter, mainly dry like here and then oily like all up here. And it worked really well for me. My face felt really clean and not dried out. It actually like evened out my skin pretty nicely. The only reason why I wouldn't like jump to get it again is because it's a bit pricier than like my normal go-to. Let's talk about a primer. I actually like was shocked I liked as much as I did. This is from NYX. This is the Bear With Me Hydrating Jelly Primer. And this was actually like, it's of course it's empty now, but it was like it was jelly. Like it looked like jello. I could shake it and it would just go wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. This, I wasn't expecting much from this, but this was so hydrating. Like it was like the perfect primer to have during like a really, really dry, like dehydrated winter. This is such a good primer. You have to, whenever you put it on, you have to let it sink into your skin for about a minute or two. But once you do, it's got like, it feels cool too. So it feels cool and it feels hydrating. And then your foundation just like glides on. And it's beautiful. My only like gripe with this was the packaging because I think this is way too bulky. Like I kind of wish this had come in like a tube like this and I would have loved it. I just think this is just excessive in packaging, especially because this is the lid. You don't need this much for the packaging. But still love it. And I'm actually debating whether I want to rebuy it. But I need to stop. I have so many primers. I need to work through my primers. So I'm not going to rebuy this, but I really liked it. So I would recommend this if you have dry skin. Worked wonders. Oh, Amy said, well, if I hate it, I'll send it to you. Thank you. Oh, I hope you like it, though. Hope you like it as much as I did. Day said, Taylor is so pretty and talented. Oh, yes. Honestly, she's like one of the first people I started watching on YouTube back when she was, I think it was like 2015 when I started watching her channel. I know she was still, it was right after she stopped spray tanning. Is when I think it was like season 1 or 2 of 15 Days of Foundation. Because I remember, I think I watched the first season right after it came out, and then the second season was the first one I watched, like, in time. Let's see. Yeah, she's from Seattle. I would love to go to Seattle. I've never been to the West Coast. The closest I've been is Las Vegas and Albuquerque. I've never actually been all the way out west. Jen said hi, New York watching. Hey, you're from the other side of the Hudson. We're here, well, I'm here in Jersey. Let's get started on bag number 2. Let's see. This is an old empty that it doesn't look like it's an empty because you've got this, but I think that's just from when I repressed this powder because like I'm trying to like get product out and it doesn't. I think it's just a stain there. But this is from Hourglass and this is the Ambient Lighting Powder in Ethereal Light. And this is almost too light for me. Almost. But I love the Hourglass powders, honestly. They're pricey. But they're good. Like, they're good. I used to have both of the holiday palettes from last year, but I decluttered one to Kaylee, and I'm glad that she's liking it. I have the unlocked palette. I've got a couple of these face powders. Honestly, that they're so pretty. And I hope that everyone would get the chance to try the powder because honestly, it's just so different, and it's like glowy, but it's not like a highlighter. It's just different from anything else in my collection. So I really do like the Hourglass powders. This is the second one that I've panned, which is kind of a lot for a pricey powder, but I love it. I have one more that I haven't used yet, and so I think when I go through that one, I'll be okay for a bit, but love these powders. Day said we're Scalp Sisters. Oh my god, that'd be an adorable like podcast name. Does anyone know if that's a podcast? Kaylee asked, do you prefer the Hourglass or the Laura Mercier? I haven't tried I know Laura Mercier has no, I know Hourglass now has a loose powder. I haven't tried that one out yet. When it comes to pressed powders, definitely Hourglass. But I haven't tried the loose powders yet, so I can't tell you whether loose powders I would prefer. What should I do? Oh, here's another Catrice spray. This is the one that I bought by accident trying to get the Dewy Glow. This is the one that's not the Dewy Glow. This is the Multi-Talent Fixing Spray. And it's just like, okay, the Dewy Glow is definitely better. So if you're going for this, make sure you get the pink bottle and make sure it says Dewy Glow. Because otherwise you'll buy the wrong one like I did. Da, da, da. Da, 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 da. Let me see. Did that video come out? Yes, it did. I had to think about if the video came out yet or not. This is a mascara from AOA Studio. This is the Fat Lash Mascara. And it did almost nothing for my lashes. Wasn't a huge fan. I know they have a couple other mascaras, but honestly, if you're looking for a good affordable mascara, go with the Essence. This is the best, like, cheap mascara ever. I have this one, and I have 2 backups of this mascara because I found it on sale. So not only was it like, because normally it's like $4.99. I found them on sale for like $1.50 each. So I picked up like 2 more. But this is, I mean, if you're looking for affordable mascara, do this one. This one was just a dud for me. Kaylee said I bought the wrong Catrice spray and it was way dry. I think so. Yeah, because I could only wear that spray, the one that wasn't Dewy Glow, when I had another spray on top of it. It just didn't do much of anything for my skin. Okay, next I've got the eyeshadow primer from AOA Studio, which I wasn't a huge fan of. It reminds me a lot of the Milani eyeshadow primer, so if you like that, you'd probably like this one, but I wasn't reaching for it. It made my eyelids kind of textured, and yeah. If you want something from AOA to use the concealer as an eyeshadow primer because their concealer is bomb. It is so good, but this was just like, yeah, can't recommend it. Let's see. Jen said, love your hit pan video. Subculture is my nemesis palette. I'm on a 2020 hit pan project. Love that mascara also. Thank you, Jen. Let's see. Yeah, Amy said, good luck with Subculture, Jen. Yeah, it was such an interesting year spending that much time with Subculture. And I got to go back and watch my whole playlist again because I love now having 2 full pan project playlists. It's just so neatly organized. I love it. And I'm honestly like so happy I finished Subculture because there were a few weeks there where I didn't think I was going to finish it. Little Betsy said, "Ooh, I think I have the AOA concealer. Is it the little pink tube? It's the cutest concealer ever, and I really like it. I haven't finished one yet, but I think it's probably going to be in my next favorites video because I've been using them like constantly." Oh, we're almost there. Almost there, guys. The next product I have is from MAC. This is the Pro Longwear Nourishing Foundation in the shade NC25. I need to go back and get rematched at MAC because I'm pretty sure I'm not an NC25 anymore. I think I'm an NC20, if that. But I like to go and get shade matched because I do like to keep like references to like my skin type and my undertones in the description box of every video. And I've had the NC25 there for a while, but I don't think that's accurate anymore. So I need to go and get rematched. Normally for a tube like this, I would cut it open and scrape everything out. But with Back to MAC, you can't do that. So if you want to take the MAC products back and like get either an eyeshadow or a lipstick, you can't cut the tubes because they're going to reuse them and recycle them. So you can't cut it open. So I'm going to leave this along with a couple of other MAC empties. I've got a face powder and I have a Fix Plus. So I think I could probably do a Back to MAC pretty soon. So those get stored like separately after this is done. And then for everything else, I've actually been keeping my empties to take cute pictures of and post reviews to Influencer. I've been trying to get better at written reviews. So that's what I've been doing. And then after that, everything gets recycled. That can be recycled anyway. Amy asked, is the AOA concealer only good for eye primer? No, it's really good under my eyes and for spot concealing too. But it's definitely a better eye primer than the AOA eye primer. The AOA eye primer is just kind of meh. Speaking of MAC, I have a Fix Plus. I love Fix Plus. I don't buy it all the time. I do have one open one right now, but it's more of like a splurge treat myself kind of thing because I have got affordable sprays I can use. This one I actually got on sale because it was part of the Boom Boom Bloom collection. If you remember how like bad that highlighter powder was, that shit went on sale quick. So I went into a MAC just like on a whim one day, and the entire collection was like on deep discounted sale in the back. And just because it was in this packaging, it was also on sale. So I got this for like less than $10, which this is over 20. So that was a great sale. So that's why I got this one. The one I have open right now is the Rose. And I got this when we were on vacation in October. So like every now and then I'll buy myself a Fix Plus. It's not like a need to have though. But this is so cute too. Love the little cherry blossoms on here. It's gonna be sad when I back to MAC it. This is so pretty. I got a lot of hair stuff in here too. Wow. Alrighty. Next, let's talk about a fragrance. This is from Physicians Formula, and this is their Butter Paradise. So it's supposed to smell like their butter bronzer. So in the bottle, it smells really good. I want a candle of this, but like on me, it didn't smell that great. It didn't last that long either. So I would definitely spray this like on a piece of paper and just wave it around the room, or spray it on a piece of paper and throw it into your purse so that your purse smells all nice. But I really like this, just not on me. I want a candle that smells like this instead. But it's really good. It smells nice. So, I mean, I don't think they came out with a candle yet, but they need to if they haven't, because it is really nice. Next, we have my favorite micellar water. And this works better. I've tried more expensive makeup removers. I've tried cheaper makeup removers, and this is honestly the best one that I've found. And it's from CeraVe. This is the Hydrating Micellar Water, and it's an ultra gentle cleanser. I wear a lot of eye makeup, right? This takes off everything with a minimum amount of like tugging or anything. It just works so well. And I immediately saw a difference when I stopped using it because I got a different micellar water because I couldn't find this one. And now it takes longer to take off my makeup. And I don't like it. So I'm definitely going to be rebuying this. I'm gonna see if I can find it like on Amazon in like a bulk pack because it's really hard to find CeraVe products in stores local to me because like they're almost always sold out or not there. But this is so good. If you wear a lot of eye makeup and you've got like gentle or if you've got a sensitive skin, check this out. This works better than any other micellar water I have tried. Amy said, "Yuck, I hate that scent. My very first video was me discovering that I hate the scent." It's different. Like I think when I first got the bronzer, because the bronzer was the first product that I ever tried from Physicians Formula, I thought it was odd, but I grew to like really like it, which is strange because normally I don't really like scented products like at all, but I liked that one. But not like Jaclyn Hill. You saw like the video where Jaclyn Hill smelled it and like screamed. I'm like, chill, please chill. I'm just gonna powder a little bit. I always look so oily when I use just my webcam and not my camera. Been thinking honestly about getting like a cheap webcam to connect to do more lives like this because my webcam is not the best. Okay. Next we have a toner. So this is from Thayer's, and I did use a different toner. It's been a long time, so I forgot what toner it was, but it was like this original witch hazel toner from CVS. And that I actually realized on Twitter. My skin was acting up a little bit and I couldn't really tell why or what it was. And someone on Twitter was like, "Oh, I hate this toner. I'm using it. It's making me break out. I hate it." And it was the same toner that I had. And I was like, "Uh-oh. Is that what's causing me to break out?" And I took that toner out and it was. So I just immediately got rid of that toner. And I went back to just the Thayer's toner. So this is the lavender one. I used this whole thing up and I just bought the rose one. So the rose one is what I'm using right now. To be honest, I don't think this does a lot, but it's gentle. And I don't think everyone needs to have a toner in their routine, but like for me, my toner doesn't feel complete with my toner doesn't feel complete. My skincare routine does not feel complete without a toner. So I don't know. This is kind of like my go-to. I know that it's gentle. I know it's not going to break me out, and it still fulfills the role that I need a toner to do without ruining my face. So lavender one is good. I have the rose one. I think after the rose one, I might get the cucumber one. I think they've got a cucumber one. Jen said, "Please tell me what makeup you're wearing now. Your skin is glowing." I think it's sweat, but I mixed two foundations. Let's not drop it. So I mixed the CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir with the ABH foundation. They actually work really well together, and I like it. Even mixing these two, I have to lighten it with a white mixer, but these are really nice. Concealer, I mentioned it at the beginning of the video. I'm wearing the not ColourPop, the new e.l.f. concealer, and it looks like trash. I hate it. Check out my Instagram. I took a picture of it, and it looks terrible. It looks really bad. So don't look at my under eyes. Like, they're not looking great. And then powder, I'm just wearing the AOA Studio pressed powder. And then I think my bronzer and contour and highlighter are all kind of worn off, but I'm wearing a Makeup Revolution highlight and contour palette. And then on my eyes is Blood Sugar and e.l.f. for the glitter. All right, let's move on. I've got two more face powders, and then the last of the products are hair care products. So we're almost there. Let's see. Roxanne asked, "Does the toner dry your face out?" I haven't had a toner that does not dry me out. The Thayer's, not really. The rose one in particular, it feels more like an essence than a toner. So that doesn't really dry me out, no. Some other toners definitely dry me out, but the Thayer's one isn't really. Kaylee asked, how is panning the blood sugar going? It's going. I've been experimenting with more like bright colors and like looks like this that are a bit more out of my comfort zone. And I've already hit pan on a shade, an easy. It was kind of like a gimme shade. And I think it's I don't want to jinx myself, so like knock on wood, but it's going pretty well so far. So I have two face powders here. One I definitely liked more than the other. So the first one is this MAC Next to Nothing pressed powder, and I had this for years. I think I actually bought this the same time I did my first video ever on my channel. The first video ever was on the Next to Nothing foundation from MAC and how much I hated it. But that's when I bought this powder. It took me until now to actually reach for it and use it and finish it up. And it was a decent powder, but I just think MAC powders are so overpriced. I think you can find better ones, and I know you can find better ones because this one is amazing. Love this powder. This is from JCat, and this is the Aquasurance Compact Foundation. So yes, it is technically a powder foundation, so it is thicker and it's got coverage in it, but I still loved it. It just worked so well on my skin, and it didn't look cakey, it didn't look heavy, it was still luminous. And it's hard to find a nice, like, affordable luminous powder, but this was it. So good. I love it. And this is the shade Ivory. Now, I think I only found this at a Harmon's discount store, but I know you can probably find this at like Ulta or on their website. So I definitely, when I'm out of pressed powders, I need to go and get this one again. That boy asked, are you going to buy the Smoky Glow palette? And Amy said, has the inside of the Smoky Glow palette been shown yet? I don't think so. But it's like a highlighter palette or a duo and then an eyeshadow palette. I'm definitely going to try and get my hands on them. I'll say that because I'm sure they're going to sell out. But I'm really excited to. And I love Smoky Glow. I've been binge watching her videos for a while and I'm really happy for her. She seems to be doing like really, other than like she just like broke her wrist. I feel so sad. But like other than that, she's like doing really well in school. They just got a house together and she got the puppy. Have you seen the puppy? The puppy is the cutest thing ever. But I feel so bad that she broke her wrist, so I hope she's doing better. Oh my god, there's like hair all over. My hair just gets everywhere. Yeah, see, there's like a huge hair. Okay, so let's see, are these both? Okay, so I have been on a journey to dupe Diva Curl because I love a lot of the Diva Curl products, but I don't like their price tags. And I think it's kind of ridiculous that they're so expensive. So, two big lines that I've heard kind of a lot about. One was from Harmon, and then one was from Sally's. So the Harmon line, which I also found, you can find this at Bed Bath & Beyond and at Harmon Discount Beauty. It's called Lovely Curls, and it's supposed to look like the Diva Curl packaging, like it's going for the dupe there. I picked up their defining gel, creamy conditioner, and leave-in curl volumizer. So this firm hold defining gel is supposed to dupe like the Archangel gel from Diva Curl. This was just okay. There are other more affordable gels that work a lot better, so can't really recommend this one, but it did work as good as the Diva Curl one. I just think that there are gels that work better. And I am working on a full video about duping every single Diva Curl product. And this one isn't going to make it, but there are better gels. I know there's 100% better gels out there. The super creamy conditioner from Lovely Curls, and I don't know if I mentioned this, all their products are sulfate, paraben, and silicone free. So they do follow the Curly Girl method if you're really sticking strict to that. This super creamy conditioner was also like okay. Definitely worked just as well as the Diva Curl one, but for my hair being so dry, I need a better conditioner. I need a thicker conditioner. I'm using one right now from Not Your Mother's that is really good. It's like a super thick conditioner and it just works so well, especially now that we're in winter and it's really dry. So this one was just like, again, just okay. It is a more affordable, better version of the Diva Curl one, but again, I found something that's better than both of them. The next product I would actually consider a full dupe for the Diva Curl, and I want to buy again once I finish my other products, and it worked really well, and I was shocked. This is the Leave-In Curl Volumizer. So this is supposed to be a dupe for the Diva Curl, the Leave-In Plumper. What's that called? I forgot what it's called. But they have a Leave-In Curl Plumper, and it works so good. I don't know what magic is in that makes it work so well, but it's just a leave-in treatment that helps plump your curls, makes them very plumpy. And this did the exact same thing for half the price. Oh, I was so happy I found this. Yeah, I actually did the split hair test. So I split my hair down the middle and I used the Diva Curl on one side and this on the other side. I couldn't tell a difference. Not at all. Just as well. So I'm definitely check this out. This is the Lovely Curls Leave-In Curl Volumizer. Worked just as well as Diva Curl. 100% duped it. I'm going to rebuy it again. Definitely. So those are all the Diva Curl dupes from Harmon Discount, which you can also find at Bed Bath & Beyond. The other brand is from Sally's. So this is called the All About Curls line. And it's from Zotos, Zotos. And there's these cute, like just green packaging. I bought a mini set of their shampoo, conditioner, a curl cream, and a gel. And then I picked up a deep conditioner too. I haven't used the deep conditioner yet, so I can't speak to that. But these two products I did finish. The first one is the Daily Cream Conditioner. It worked pretty well, but I had to use a lot for my thick hair, so it didn't go a long way. I think this only lasted me 2 washes. Yikes. And this is 3 fluid ounces, so yeah, I can find better conditioners than this one. So again, it's like a meh. It's better. I mean, it's more affordable. I would say get this instead of the Diva Curl, but I think there are better options out there. And oh my god, this is our last product. We're finally here. This is the All About Curls High Definition Gel. And I gotta disagree about the high definition part. This is the lightest light gel hold that there could possibly be. It didn't really do anything. If you have very fine, very thin hair, I think this would work really well for you. But if you've got like thick hair like mine and you need a gel that's gonna like crunch them like this, like whip them into shape, this isn't gonna do that. It's not gonna do anything. Your hair will frizz like nobody's business. But if you have very thin hair, very fine hair, I think this is gonna be your best option because when you have hair like that, you don't want something too crunchy that's gonna like strip the curl out of your hair, you know? And that is it. We got through everything. This bag is now full. So many empties. So now what I'm going to do is go through and keep the products that I haven't reviewed on Influencer yet, take cute pictures of those, post my reviews, and then recycle everything. Except for the MAC. The MAC is going to go back to MAC because I can probably get a free lipstick out of that. So that is that. I kind of wish I still had ice in here. I'm just going to add a little bit of Gentleman Jack. A Jack and Coke. Amy said, I need to trim a couple layers so my hair will curl again. I've actually, like, my hair has been growing out too. Like, this is my shortest layer, and it's, like, long. And I wanted to really film the next time I cut my hair. So I think maybe next weekend I'll film how I trim my hair because I need it. All my layers are grown out. And it's so flat up top. That's why this is actually pinned back because my hair just looks so flat. Need a little bit of volume. And also the back is all frizzy. I almost took a nap. So I just laid down back here. And everything back here is just frizzy. All right. So I think we're going to call it a night. Thank you everyone for joining. This was so much fun. And I need to do lives more often. But I need to clean this up. I need to take this makeup off, probably do a face mask, get into bed with a book. So, thank you everyone who was able to jump on, and I cannot wait to see you in my next video. Good night, everyone.